to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on a... Saw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Jacksonville State's offense will get the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often. And he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes. So it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
The give to the tailback. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Burrow. Getting some heat. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. So Kennesaw State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do. And you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
They'll run play action. Time to take a shot. Makes the grab on the left side. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Let's it go to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? picked up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll pull it on the read. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Back to pass. It's Burrow coming after it. Got his man on the right. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Here comes the hurry up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. The aerial assault continues. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark it down at the 38-yard line. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
It's complete. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
To throw, it's Burrow. Spins away. He's got his man. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
He'll off one deep down the left side.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was in that last one.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Here comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. That is no good. Penalty marker on the field.
Personal
and
foul.
The kicker's going to get
Roughing the
another
kicker.
go at it.
Defense.
This time a little closer. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got it! And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Trying to power it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Looking downfield, it's Burrow. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Ball State took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Cardinals that fired on all cylinders. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to run for it. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Give to the back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on now, and he loses 4 on the carry. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And that pass intercepted. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Dropping back, it's Burrow. He lobs one high down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed, and the return man is stopped, and now they'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. The run from the shotgun. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Kennesaw State right back to work. He's going to pass. Looking left. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a 1st down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
The play-action fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, it's Burrow. Trying to get to him. They get him up rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. On the return, it's Brown. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll run it from the gun. Fights off the defender. Turns it on to midfield. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down. He's looking to throw it. Get it out on the screen. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this
Personal
might
foul.
be coming back.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Burrow. They're trying to get to it. He looks that one in nicely. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Gamecocks are threatening in the red zone. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Feeling some heat. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's complete. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And that's exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead, 10-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Torretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Cal. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll throw it on first down. Wide open downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to take off. Quarterback trying to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Now adjusting. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A strike downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Jacksonville for an entertaining first half than you? And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 4th down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's head back to the guys at JSU Stadium.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
He'll keep it himself. Sweet cut there. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Kennesaw State right back to work.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, then something can start to build.
He'll do it himself. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. No huddle here for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Burrow. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Just a little off. Incomplete. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Splits the uprights right down the middle. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The pull and throw off the RPO. And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Kennesaw State. They'll try the run. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Kennesaw State right back to work. He'll pull it on the read. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. A lot of urgency for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Now the play fake. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch called for, but a flag is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And they fit. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And they get it done. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Long drive here. Play number 12 coming up for this offense. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll try to pop the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Field goal is good. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. Back to pass, it's Burrow. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense. And that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Off the play fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we reach the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Arkansas was far from the friendly confines of Fayetteville, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Back to throw, it's Burrow. A little release to the back. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He'll work his way down to the 28. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Leaves it with the back. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Give to the running back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Burrow. Pocket starts to collapse. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
movement here from the tight end. Makes his connection. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Third down play from the gun. Getting some heat. And they got him for the sack.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Secures it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
He'll do it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Kennesaw State right back to work. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Let's go. This is how you make it interesting. Your defense has to come through, has to make the big play, and they do. Clock running out, you get the ball back to your offense. Way to force the issue, create the interception.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Scanning the field, it's Burrow coming after it. And the missed connection on 3rd down. It's a one-scored game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Finds his man, they convert. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They're going to throw it again. The sure hands, it's Avant. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. Touchdown, Gamecock! Held it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And this is obviously a no-brainer. Great job on the offense, great execution. Inside of 2 minutes, you've got to go for 2. You got to dial up this play, try to tie this football game up. What's your favorite 2-point play? dial it up, and let's tie this game up.
A gargantuan moment here as they try to tie it up late with the two-point conversion. Trying to pound it in. He's not going to get there. The defense coming up with a big stop to hold on to this two-point lead deep in the fourth. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Offense set on first down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. This team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in a big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.